The federal Conservative leader in Calgary calling for national unity as Alberta prepares for a referendum on separation. Wading through water in basements.
Very frustrating.
Exshaw residents call on the municipality to do more. Plus, breaking ground and building community.
We want to be able to give our people a place where they can raise their children in a safe environment that they can afford.
Construction begins on Calgary's Indigenous housing project.
CTV Calgary, local breaking news with Alicia Fieldberg.
Good afternoon. Pierre Poilievre was in Calgary today pushing for a stronger Alberta within a united Canada, urging all Albertans to vote to remain within Confederation. Tyson Fedor is live outside McDougall Centre. And Tyson, the Conservative Party of Canada leader says that he understands the frustration of separatists.
Well, Alicia, the opposition leader will be speaking with both sides, both people on both sides of this issue throughout the summer here in Alberta. He, of course, understands the sentiment around separatism, but he's going to fight for a united Canada throughout his campaign this summer leading up to that referendum in October. Now, Poilievre does want to see policy changes to counter the growing sentiment here in our province for separation. Poilievre spoke to a couple hundred people today at the Royal Canadian Legion downtown. He says he grew up here in this city and wants to see changes at a federal level that allows more provincial autonomy and less red tape around resource development. He's urging Albertans to lock arms with other parts of the country rather than pull away from them.
The problems in Canada today will tell you to pretend those problems don't exist, and they will denounce as unpatriotic anyone who speaks honestly about them. Doing that in this referendum would only drive people further away. If you want frustrated Albertans to vote for Canada, the absolute worst thing we can do is dismiss their legitimate grievances.
Now, coming up at 6, we'll hear from people inside that room that listened to Poilievre's speech today. Many are in agreement with him that they want to see a united Canada, but there are some that say that speech did not even move the needle when it comes to separation, and that seceding from Canada is the only answer. Alicia?
Thanks, Tyson. Country music artist Corb Lund says his team has collected enough signatures to compel the province to take action against coal mining on the eastern slopes of the Rockies. Lund didn't say how many signatures they got, but almost 178,000 were needed for the citizen-led petition. It calls for an end to coal mining in the Rockies due to the impacts on the environment, including water. A successful petition would force Premier Danielle Smith's government to consider either passing a law banning coal mining or sending it to a province-wide referendum. Meantime, Elections Alberta has launched the largest recruitment drive in Alberta history. It says it needs more than 60,000 people to work the upcoming referendum on October 19th in order to achieve the 48-hour deadline to complete the unofficial ballot count. Now, for comparison, Elections Alberta only hired 13,000 workers for the 2023 provincial election. Because each referenda question needs its own ballot, Elections Alberta needs to print 45 million ballots for October 19th, far exceeding the 1.8 million ballots cast in the 2023 provincial election. Elections Alberta is still working out the cost of the referendum. A judge is hearing arguments against an AI data center planned for northern Alberta. The Wonder Valley AI project is backed by Kevin O'Leary. His group has filed an application to strike Sturgeon Lake Cree Nation's request for a federal review. The First Nation says it was not properly consulted when a water license was issued for the project.
So we're not even talking about consultation, we're talking about basic procedural fairness that wasn't granted to Sturgeon Lake Cree Nation before the Water Act was issued.
The O'Leary team says the First Nation failed to serve all the relevant parties within the time given. They declined our request for comment. Police have charged a man in connection with a shooting near the airport early Sunday morning. Around 3 a.m., police responded to reports of a man shot outside the Samosa House in the northeast. The victim was not hurt. Police tracked down a car that took off from the scene and say they found a loaded handgun inside. 22-year-old Gershish Brar is facing 2 firearms-related charges. This is one of 4 shootings in Calgary since Friday. Police say none of them are linked or connected to organized crime.
Each of these incidents, we can confirm that the individuals were known to each other, so they were isolated incidents. Again, there's danger to the public, and we're not downplaying the severity of these incidents, In all these cases, we have good leads, whether we've actually either charged people, we have suspects, or we have good links to determine who the suspects were.
So far this year, there's been 39 shootings in Calgary, and police say that's below the 5-year average to date. We've learned more details about a fatality in Kananaskis country. A 47-year-old woman from Airdrie died after a fall. Our CMP say she fell on Mount Bryant around 10:45 Saturday morning, where she had been hiking with a group. Stars Air Ambulance was called to assist with recovery. A helicopter was also used to get the rest of the group down. Just west of Calgary, many residents in the hamlet of Exshaw are dealing with flooded basements after a recent downpour. One home's basement was filled with 15 centimeters of water at one point. 8 sump pumps are helping draw the water, which began seeping in on May 31st from groundwater infiltration. Along the street, it's the same situation for around 15 other homeowners. Now, they say that it could take weeks to clear. The residents we spoke with all had their basements flooded in prior years, including 2020.
2020, we thought that was really bad, but this is kind of shaping up to be maybe a much longer event, like more sustained. So everybody in the neighborhood is just kind of bracing themselves.
Like, this is ridiculous. We need to get something done.
Homeowners claim groundwater infiltrating the area is caused by mitigation work done to the nearby Exshaw Creek after the 2013 floods. But the MD of Bighorn denies that, saying a study shows a sediment pond it built does not significantly increase groundwater levels in the hamlet. All right, Danielle, that happened after all that rain we got a while ago. Today, nice blue sky day, but there could be some more rain in the forecast ahead.
Yeah, dry for now, but we have another system on the way that's going to deliver a good amount of rainfall for many communities coming up here, kicking in tomorrow night. So what can we expect in Calgary alone? Well, anywhere from 10 to 15 millimeters from this system. So it's not as intense as the last big round we had, but it's surely a good amount of rain in a short period of time. That system is now pushing to Vancouver, Seattle. You can see it, and that's going to move in for tomorrow night. It could kick off with a couple thunderstorms later in the day tomorrow. But right now, we're sitting at 19. Today is one of those Goldilocks days. Sun is out, winds are fairly calm-ish, and temperatures are right where they should be for this time of year. Here's your 24-hour forecast, brought to you by Fifth Avenue Volkswagen. Family-owned, community-driven. Discover more at Fifth Avenue Volkswagen. Tomorrow, a lot of cloud cover throughout the day. That will increase, and then after 4 p.m., isolated showers possible. The heavy rain will kick in tomorrow night, and again, we're looking at 10 to 15 millimeters for the city. We'll talk about what other communities can expect in just a little bit.
Thanks, Danielle. The first new build of Calgary's Indigenous housing project will be in Erin Woods in the southeast. A groundbreaking marked the site this morning. Jordan Canagan is at the site. And Jordan, how'd the project come together?
Well, Alicia, the project is going to be built in that area right behind me. We're right next to the East Calgary Twin Arenas, and it was made possible with money from the city and through the federal government's Housing Accelerator Fund. Now, the groundbreaking kicked off this morning with a traditional grass dance performance and blessing. It's the first groundbreaking for Calgary's Indigenous housing program, which so far has awarded $33 million to First Nations and Indigenous nonprofit groups. This one receiving nearly $9 million in total from both levels of government, and it will be non-market housing for Siksika Nation members. It will be 60 units spread across 7 buildings with amenities and parking on site.
We want to be able to give our people a place where they can raise their children in a safe environment that they can afford. And they don't have to worry so much about the struggles of life. As we know, life is hard. We want to be able to help give them some peace of mind in some of the most basic areas of our needs.
Now, so far, 24 different Indigenous housing projects are in various levels of planning and development. When they're all completed, it will be nearly 380 new housing units. Now, construction on this Erin Woods site will really ramp up later on this summer, and they plan to start moving people in early in 2028. Alicia?
Thanks, Jordan. Some Calgarians are scrambling to connect with loved ones overseas after a massive earthquake rocks the Philippines on the first day of the school year. And want more say on where your money goes? One Alberta city is asking for that input.
Also, if you have a news tip, text us at 10400. A fire Saturday night has destroyed a community hub in Wetaskiwin. The Memorial Arts Centre was built in 1947 and has hosted hundreds of events from weddings to fundraisers. The city sold the building 2 years ago and it was being converted into a daycare. The cause is still under investigation. A powerful earthquake hit the Philippines Sunday. It was centered in the southern island of Mindanao, but people in most of the island nation could feel the effects. The 7.8 magnitude quake crumbled buildings in the island's largest city, Davao. So far, 38 people have been confirmed dead. The ground shook violently and the island's university campus was badly damaged. In the islands, the electricity grid has been knocked out of commission. Many in Calgary's Filipino community have friends and relatives in the area.
It was very scary, a lot of my aunts and uncles are still back home and a lot of my cousins are back home. So hearing that kind of news, not just for me, but like for my family personally, it's very scary, right?
So I'm worried about them. I actually messaged one of my friends. I asked them, hopefully nobody get hurt. And then he said everyone is okay, but they lost a job and electricity over there right now.
The earthquake also set off a tsunami alert across the southern Pacific, ranging from Indonesia through to Japan. All right, Danielle, on my drive to work today, a lot of people outside enjoying the weather we're having right now, out for a bike ride, a walk. Great night for that.
Tank tops, flip-flops, suntan lotion, or sunscreen, we should say. All of those things today, and you're going to need them basically every other day this week. You can look at it that way because it's a bit of a roller coaster ride this week of ups and downs on temperature and conditions. But today, yes, blue sky, lots of sunshine. We hit 20 just now in the city, so we have the warmth for sure. This is right where we should be. That's why we call it a Goldilocks day. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. All right, 23 in Brooks right now, Medicine Hat, 22 in Drumheller, Milk River, and 21 in Lethbridge. Yes, it was a bit of a gusty day though. So far we've maxed out closer to 48 in Calgary, 67 for Pincher Creek, Lethbridge in those mid 60s, and Medicine Hat at that 50 mark will be around 40 kilometers per hour with regards to gusts. So a little more reasonable in most communities for tomorrow with regards to the wind. Not everything else. All right, so here's the system, but this one is tracking off to the east. This system that's actually mainly stateside right now, Seattle, Portland, pushing into Vancouver, this is going to basically get shredded up by the mountains, redevelop on our side of the Rockies, and it's going to pack a punch, a good amount of rainfall. Nothing like what we had with that last system where we saw over 100 millimeters of rain, but we will see a decent rainfall with this one. Key thing is that tomorrow we're going to see a lot of cloud cover build in ahead of this. So mainly cloudy day for tomorrow. Again, gusts around 40 kilometers per hour. Later in the day is when we'll start to see isolated precipitation. So isolated showers, maybe even on non-severe thunderstorm in some communities. Small risk of that in Calgary, but certainly isolated showers after 4 p.m. Then through the supper hours, this starts to intensify and mainly overnight. So tomorrow night in through Wednesday is when we're looking at the heaviest amounts of rain for most communities in southern Alberta. And the bullseye area looks to be mainly around Lomond and Enchant, where we're looking at picking about 30 millimeters of rain here. Calgary, 10 to 15 millimeters of rain, high elevations, even some wet snow from this as well. This will be out late Wednesday night. So by Thursday, mainly sunny day. And then we have another system that arrives on Friday, but it likely won't be as intense as this one. So we have a lot going on this week. I'll show you the long range forecast to sum it all up in just a second, but you can see those bullseye areas. Enchant, Lomond, this model now picking up Lethbridge as being one of them as well, closer to 40 millimeters of rain, closer to 20 for Claresholm. This is likely a higher estimation for Calgary, but because we're looking at embedded thunderstorms possible with this as well, some localized areas could get that 20 millimeter mark. All right, so tomorrow, clouds increasing, winds starting to pick up to 40 kilometers per hour, high of 18. After 4 p.m., isolated showers, and then more consistent heavy rainfall Tuesday night through Wednesday. 10 to 15 millimeters of rain likely. Cool on Wednesday at 15. Shapes up for Thursday, and then back to some rain for Friday.
The City of Lethbridge is looking for residents interested in improving their neighborhoods. Recruitment is underway for a community well-being advisory board. The board will offer recommendations on how federal and provincial funds should be spent, including on community wellness services and homelessness support. The city wants residents to have a say in how this money is spent and says extra eyes in different parts of the city can shed light on where funding is needed most.
We have the stats behind a lot of things, but we want to base decisions off of what the community is seeing and feeling as well. And so bringing those voices to the table to hear their perspectives and making sure they're balancing out and providing some feedback to us as administration as to where those dollars are best spent and what we should be considering is very valuable.
The city needs 8 people to volunteer for a 2-year term. A virtual information session will be held on June 17th. Well, today marks the start of National Blood Donor Week. Canadian Blood Services is calling on everyone who's eligible to give blood or plasma this summer and get a limited edition sticker. Canada Post is also launching a commemorative blood donation stamp on Thursday. This entire month, engineering company Stantec is donating $1 to Canadian Blood Services for every blood and plasma donation across Canada. Now, to book a donation appointment, you can visit blood.ca. Well, the cost of fuel is impacting many travel plans, and the federal government is offering airlines a lifeline. Now, some carriers are on board. Others say more could be done to help. The federal government is offering loans to Canadian airlines struggling with the high cost of jet fuel. Canada's finance minister says the new aid program will allow carriers to borrow up to $150 million each. But there's a catch. Airlines must commit to buy Canadian, restrict dividends and executive compensation, and maintain existing jobs in the country. Flair Porter and Air Transat say they welcome the offer. WestJet says it strongly opposes the loan, calling it a market-distorting subsidy. It says federal support could instead focus on long-term stability. The airline has long been calling for a permanent end to airport rent collection and a freeze on mandatory government fees. WestJet has signed a code-share deal with Iceland Air to make it easier for passengers to get to Europe. Travelers will be able to fly to more than 10 European cities through Iceland, while Iceland Air passengers can fly to Canadian cities. WestJet's seasonal service to Reykjavik from Calgary, Edmonton, and Winnipeg begins later this month. Now, this follows a code-share agreement between WestJet and Fiji Airways announced last month. Young women and girls took to the sky over the weekend at the Canada Aviation and Space Museum. An organization of female pilots offered free flights as part of an effort to encourage the next generation. CTV's Kimberly Johnson reports.
Climbing into her seat brings a range of emotions for Navia Kumar.
I'm feeling nervous and excited.
It's her first flight in a small aircraft. The trip and the chance to see the Ottawa sights from the sky is an unforgettable experience.
I was really high up, so it was just too exciting for me.
This is a very good opportunity for any girl to experience at this age. What's in her, we don't know, right? So it's a good opportunity for her to explore.
The 99's Eastern Ontario chapter is hosting its annual Girls Take Flight event at the Canada Aviation and Space Museum.
I really want to be a pilot so I can help people.
Being up inside of the air and seeing all of the cars and all of the buildings.
Geared to young women who have never flown in a small aircraft before, the event hopes to encourage them to consider a career in aviation or obtain their personal pilot's license.
They've never been on any flights before, and I think this is just such a great opportunity. There's very little women pilots out there, so hopefully this will help educate them a little bit more.
This is where we really light that spark.
The 99 say roughly 6% of commercial pilots around the world are women. And it's not just pilots. Careers in aviation include engineers and air traffic controllers.
There's that expression, if you can see it, you can be it. And I think that introducing younger girls, perhaps in grade school, to the possibilities in aviation, they're more likely to seek out that.
Inside the museum, organizations like the Northern Lights Aero Foundation, which provides awards and scholarships to women in aviation, are there to help show what's possible.
My first flight in a small airplane completely got me hooked. So it's wonderful to see young girls come out and get to experience this.
Kind of want to be it now. Maybe it's my passion.
Kimberly Johnson, CTV News.
The pedestrian hit while crossing the road Friday has died from her injuries. Here's Tara Nelson with a look ahead to CTV News at 6.
Hi, Alicia. Police say the woman in her 30s was in a crosswalk on Bow Trail when she was hit by a commercial truck. This is the 6th pedestrian to die this year. Coming up at 6, the message police have today for all Calgarians. Also ahead, you may have noticed there are a lot of tent caterpillars in Alberta this year. Coming up, the locations where they are thriving and why. We'll speak to an arborist. Alicia.
Thanks, Tara. Albertans are once again being asked to check their Lotto Max tickets. An Alberta ticket has the matching numbers for Friday's $15 million jackpot. Officials say that it was sold somewhere outside of Calgary and Edmonton. Now, this is the second $15 million jackpot prize in Alberta in less than 2 weeks. The first was won on May 26th. Winners have 1 year to claim their prize. Well, it's a sunny blue sky day today, but the rest of the week may be a bit different. Right now, it's partly cloudy and 20 degrees. Danielle will be back with the details after the break. All right, Danielle, gorgeous night to get outside. And there might be some evenings this week that are a little more dicey, so tonight's the night to do it.
Yeah, we're very good at making the best of the nice weather while it's here. That's what you do this evening, because then it's a very different day tomorrow. We're mainly cloudy tomorrow. We're not as warm tomorrow, a little on the windy side, but also tomorrow night some big rain kicks in. 20 degrees is the current temperature, also the daytime high. What's normal? 20 degrees. Look at that. All right, 18 for tomorrow, mainly cloudy skies, and then we'll have some very isolated showers kick in after 4 p.m., but it will be more intense Tuesday night through Wednesday. Wednesday picking up 10 to 15 millimeters of rain, and then it shapes up again for Thursday. So Thursday's another outdoor blue sky sunny day at 19, and then more rainfall is expected by Friday, 5 millimeters by Friday.
Thanks, Danielle. Alberta beef is the main ingredient in one of the special menu items just revealed for this year's Calgary Stampede. Shake Shack says its Cowtown burger features 100% Alberta beef topped with crispy cheese curds, pickles, and a smoky barbecue sauce. Now, people lined up at Chinook Centre last month when the American fast food chain opened its first location in Alberta. Shake Shack's food truck will be parked on the grounds next to the Mega Drop ride, selling its usual fare as well as the burger crafted just for Stampede. Well, thanks for joining us. Now here's the early edition of the CTV National News.